What's happening, Feesh and friends? Welcome to another episode. Out tonight for an evening session. Like I say, I don't get to do this enough, but I've got about an hour, maybe about an hour and a half to fish tonight, so hopefully we can get something going. I only brought two combos, the Chatterbait and the old Wacky rig. Y'all saw a video not too long ago. That's like such a killer combo. And for this place, it's usually dirty. I didn't bring anything else, so I hope it's not super clear or whatnot. I literally only brought my two rods in my little backpack. So enough yapping, let's do the old 1-2 punch, see if we can catch some fish. All right, well, hopefully that's not bad luck. Just got here, Feesh and friends. First cast. By golly, we found one on the old Chatterbait bug. Must have come up after the blade. All right, there we go. Little pounder on the day to start. We'll take him. Cool. Now let's hope that's not bad luck. First cast, you know what happens. First cast, catch a fish. A lot of people tell you that's completely bad luck, right? Guess we'll see. We'll see if this is the bad luck deal or if that was just dummy Debo getting lucky finding a fish. There we go. Couple casts later, not a big one. Okay, well the pounders are eating. First guy might have went pound and a half. This dude for sure, just a little pounder. We'll take him though. Yes! All right, well, it looks like they're eating some of the chatterbug. That's exactly what I was hoping. Water's stained up. We had a little bit of rain, what was that, a couple days ago? And I was hoping that was gonna muddy it up. Get some of these fish in here eating the old chatterbait, and there we go. Two within, I don't know what, 5 casts? It's a good sign. Okay, well, I was going with a fluke type thing. This is from X Zone Lures. The problem is where I hooked it, I had to cut the top off, otherwise it would have been way too long. The problem is it doesn't have enough meat here to hold it, so I'm gonna have to switch here. All right, let's put this Missile Baits Shockwave on here. This is in the Shrapnel color, looks very bluegill-ish. I wish I had a bigger size, but 3.5 is all I had in this little bag. Oh, that'll work. That'll work fine. Perfect. That looks like a bluegill, doesn't it? Okay, I just saw something pop over here by this wood, and I caught a fish off this wood on the first cast. Oh, gosh, that's not close enough. Maybe there's something that sticks out there more, and there's a fish, but there's a fish right on the back side of that log I saw popping. This is why I tell you, carry two, use this as a 1-2 punch. You can use this stick bait as a follow-up if you miss a bite, or spots like this where you have isolated cover, you can kind of throw it at. There we go. That's a little bit better. Come on. I don't know if it was just some bluegill popping over there. Oh, there's a bite. Caught him. Not a big one, but I told you all, I saw something over there moving, and oh my gosh, are you serious? That guy bit my lure, and I set the hook and wacky rigged him. Ooh, but he's a pretty dude. We'll get a picture of him. It takes someone well trained in the art of dink grabbing to actually lip a little bluegill like that, but I've had a lot of practice. Thanks, buddy. There's a bite. He's got it. He's going. Got him. Another little dude. But that's a fish just outside of that that cover. Isolated targets with the wacky rig. That's why I've got this. Anything that looks like it might hold a fish, you know, fine wood, pitched wood, anything else that looks fishy, I'm gonna throw it to it. There we go. I don't think he'd even go a pound, but pretty nice. I'm testing these new little like rubber wacky weedless ring deals that have a thing there, so you don't have to like use 2 rings and cross them over. It's just got this one deal. I'll link them below. I don't remember what they're called, but I saw my boys looking for fish using them, and I was like, dang, that thing looks pretty cool. I'm gonna try those. This is the first time using them. I don't know how well they'll hold up, but hopefully through a few. Okay, there's got to be one here. There's a little bit of brush hanging off into the water right here, right about there. Is that a fish? Got him. I called it. Got too cocky and lost him. Dang it. what a dummy, Debo. I might call this Debo's dummy fishing. It's the type of fishing where you catch fish, but you don't set the hook well, so you lose them right away. There's another branch. All right, come on, chatter follow-up, here we go. Or stick bait follow-up, here we go. Can we find the fish on the wood, grab the chatterbait, and then came off. Man, it's only gotta be like 2 foot deep here too, that's crazy. They don't need a ton of water, especially now when it's starting to get, there he is. Not the monster we wanted. That is a fish though. Told you there had to be something in there. Not a beast. That's another one to add to the tally. Oh, yes. All right, there we go. Another skinny little pounder, but by golly, that's another fish on the night. I will take it. See, this is those hooks, those Ryugi weedless hooks. They have like a fiber weed guard of some sort. I don't know what. I would guess it's the same stuff you get on like jigs. Anyway, got the fiber weed guard like that. It's nice because it keeps that at least a little bit more weedless. I've tried those VMC weedless wacky hooks with the wire on it, and I just miss so many dang fish on those. I don't have confidence in them. You know, maybe it's me, but I've missed so many fish on those. I can't use them anymore. So I was trying out these. I was looking up weedless wacky hooks. Gamakatsu's got some I want to try, but these with the fiber weed guard do pretty well. There we go. That feels like a decent one. Better. Don't be coming off there, fella. A little bit better. Still not the monster we're looking for, but a little bit better there. A little over a pound, pound and a quarter maybe. Don't matter to me. Catching them, that baby right there. That's like the Chatterbait Elite Weedless or something. I forget what they call it. I'll link it below. But I actually got some of these from Mr. Bass when we did the trade. I don't remember what color I sent him, but I grabbed me a bluegill, I think like a white one. Chatter seems pretty consistent on it, and it's weedless. So everything we want in a lure for bank fishing, right? Nothing more aggravating than catching a couple good fish on a chatterbait, and then 3 casts later you get it snagged in wood and lose it. I lose chatterbaits more than any other lure, hands down. So this one doing pretty well. All right, one more cast this way. We're gonna keep moving. Underhand cast, that's something else to practice too, Feast and Friends, is don't have just one cast. Usually one cast on one side you're gonna feel really comfortable with. The other side, or casting like any different way, it's gonna feel really weird and awkward, but trust me, if you can practice casting both ways, both sides, underhand, overhand, it comes so much in handy and helps so much for catching fish. Roll cast this way, roll cast to your left and right. It helps. Wow. Well, wouldn't be a Debo episode unless we caught a mega ultra dink here. Saw stuff popping there, wondered, could that be fish? Well, prophecy holds true. I can find the smallest fish in any body of water. Everybody's got a gift. I guess I have the gift of being a dink whisperer. What do you do? Oh, there's one. Not the beast we were searching for, but one more on the wacky rig before we get out of here. I haven't lost my wacky rig tonight either, which is nice. Another small guy. Chatterbait was definitely catching the bigger ones. That dude was pinned perfectly. I'm liking those Ryugi hooks. Not even a pounder, but I appreciate the bite. It's been a minute. I haven't had any bites for quite a while. I was wondering, can we get one more? Is that going to be the sign out fish? All right, Feast and Friends, just got home. Not a bad night. I think I caught, I don't know, maybe 10 fish. No monsters, but I will still say it's better than not getting out at all. And that was only like an hour and 20 minutes of fishing, so I will take it. Beats sitting home eating Cheetos, drinking a Diet Mountain Dew. So tonight, what was I catching them on? It was those 2 things. I said it was going to be kind of the search bait and then my follow-up bait. Let's take a look. All right, number 1 was that guy. That is the Chatterbait, and that's actually happens to be this right here. I actually repurposed the little thing here to put some of my homemade swim bait heads in, but it's the Project Z Weedless 1/2 ounce chatterbait. I liked it. Good looking bluegill color there. Definitely worked for the little pond that I was fishing. On the back of it there, that's the missile bait Shockwave in the shrapnel color. You can see this is actually a really thin paddle tail. So this is not one that's big and intrusive. Get your camera work down here, Debo. It's not a big, like heavy, big thumping paddle tail. You can see it's pretty small, pretty thin. Definitely worked well on that combo. I am digging that Project Z Weedless. You can see it's got the Weedless brush guard there like you'd have on a normal jig. Worked well. The line, that's actually a 15-pound P-line tactical. It's yellow because I fished some disgusting water. And the combo that you saw not too long ago, I was throwing the swim jig on this, the 13 Fishing Concept Z2. There's some things I really like about it and a couple of small things that I would change. I've got the full review coming on that really soon. I'm digging the reel and the rod. Now these were something that Hellabass told me to check out, the Dobyns Champion XPs. I freaking love it. This is the 704C, which means it's a 7-foot 4 power rated for lures up to 1 ounce. So it's a heavy, fast action, but you can see there it says Texas rig, jigs, Carolina rig, spinnerbait, 20 toes. Just gives you some idea of what to throw, but it's not like a heavy like I would normally throw. To me, this is like a medium heavy, you know, up to 1 ounce. That's one of my favorite rods. That's what this feels like to me. But so far, really digging that combo. Super light, in hand, it feels really good. You can fish that all day, except for that little thing right there. I'll talk about that more in the review. And the other star of the show, the rod you've seen a bunch of times. Again, that's the Okuma Psycho Stick. Love, 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 love that spinning rod. I want to get another one. This is the medium light, 7'2" to be exact, rated for lures up to a 1/2 ounce. I was throwing the coveted Pocket Rocket. That's the larger size. I think those are like, what, 5.5, something like that. And that Ryugi hook, weedless hook. I'll link all this down below for you to find it. And then that little rubber like O-ring. You can see there it's got, let me see if I can hold this with my legs. I've got the craziest setup going here. You can see here it's got a little rubber ring on there. You put the hook through that and that keeps your hook perpendicular to the lure without having to do the 2 O-rings crossed over. That thing's pretty cool. Now the reel, this is actually new one. This is the Daiwa Procyon. This is the 3000 size, super smooth, drag work nice. Need to put it to a little bit more work, but that thing feels really good. I think it's like 150, 60 bucks, something like that. So, you know, the combo should feel good. It's a little bit more expensive, but I tell you what, feels awesome in the hand. It doesn't mean you need the expensive stuff, but I like to try everything from, heck, you know, you've got the Walmart combo there that's 90 bucks all the way up to something like this. So I use it all, I'll review it all. If it works for me, I'll tell you. Then of course, the P-Line TCB braid, 15 pound to a 10 pound fluorocarbon leader, did the work for me on that. So all in all, can't complain. Good night of catching. I was using that chatterbait to search, trying to find those active fish. And then if I missed a fish or I saw something that looked really fishy, like a piece of cover, any sort of like boils or swirls where there could have been fish chasing, I was using that Wacky rig to throw in there and follow up. So it's that 1-2 punch. Try to maximize the space that you have. You know, in some of those spots I brought the chatterbait through, they didn't want it. I threw that Wacky rig on that piece of cover and they would eat it. So that's why I'm a fan of bringing a couple rods with you bank fishing. You'd have a few things tied on. You can give them something a little bit different or follow up. But enough from me. Tonight's subscribed fishing friend is Carrie Cooper. Carrie, thank you so much for always watching, tagging me on Instagram, follow me and support me. I appreciate it, and thank you for everybody else who continues to support me, my endeavors, my videos, everything. Again, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. So enough yapping. I need to get all this inside and edit. Oh yeah, thanks for watching, and until next time.